I'm getting that you will do something almost miraculous in your life. And people around you will be like, how the fuck did you turn water into wine? You will do something that can be perceived as witchcrafty or like, unbelievable to do. This doesn't feel like something ordinary. It doesn't feel like, I don't know how to explain it. It has like magic to it. This is why I say miraculous. Because people around you will have like a question mark. It's like, how is that even possible? How did you manage doing that? Who did you pay? Who did you bribe? People will think that you've done something that you shouldn't, or maybe that you've done a spell, or maybe that you are a magician or a witch. It's like they will make these assumptions before they believe that what you did is possible without any magic. That's why I say miraculous to the people that will witness you doing something that is miraculous. They will be like suspicious of you. If you were born in the 1800s, you would be probably burned at a stake for what you will show people, for what you will show them, for what you're capable of, and they will happen to be there. I feel like you will be put on the spot as well. I feel like you will be put on the spot. Or maybe you will do like a performance. Maybe you will show people how to do something that includes manipulating the energy. Maybe energy manipulation. And these people will look at you and be like, hold on, this is weird. How did you... What type of demonic shit is this? You know what I'm getting? It almost feels like... when you go to the show and... I say the show. When you go to a magic show and the people there already think about, the magician has tricks. They that's how they do magic. They do tricks. But when the magician does something that you cannot explain, people start to believe that, wait a second, this is demonic, or this is like really them working with spirit. That is not a trick. It's like you might have had people around you thinking that you are a trickster, that you are like a magician on a stage. You pull the rabbit out of the hat, and people are like, yeah, I've seen that trick before. Yes, it's very skillful to do, but it's still a trick. There is a way to it. But then you do something else. And these people that thought that you are a trickster or a magician that does or knows how to trick people, you show them that you're not tricking no one. You are actually magical. That you work with spirits, or you work with magic. And when I say magic, I don't think that you are a witch that is like a kitchen witch that does like, little spells. I think that you are the type that uses your own magic, your own energy, your own chi energy, I want to say, your own life force to do magical things. And that, when people see, will be dropping their jaw and be like, how the fuck did you manage doing that? Hold on, that can't be real. Is this a trick? No, it can't be a trick, because this is not the usual tricks that magicians do on a stage. Do you see what I mean? So I'm getting that you will be baffling a lot of people. You will challenge a lot of minds. People that consider themselves to be smart, to be very attentive and observant. They will look at you and they're like, hold on, that actually does not make sense. How did that happen? Wait, my brain is glitching. It. Because they can't comprehend that you are for real. I want to say a miraculous, but that sounds cheesy. A miraculous being. I mean, I truly believe that people are capable of miraculous things the same way Jesus was able to. And that might offend a lot of people, but Jesus is a person that knew how to manipulate energy, and that is how he performed miracles in front of people's eyes, where people idolized him and made him into a god. But that was not the purpose of Jesus. Jesus was showing us how to be like him. He was not a god. He was showing us that we can be gods. And now, you can fight in the comment section. I don't give a fuck. But you can believe whatever you want to believe. I am not here to change your beliefs. I'm just telling you what it is. A lot of people glorify Jesus when really it's not about a God. It's about knowing the God in you. And that is the purpose of Jesus. But of course, it's easier for people to follow than to lead. And so a lot of people don't want to tap into the God in themselves because it's easier to be a slave than a master. So here's the thing. You will show people that you are capable of things that are beyond the common comprehension. And I feel like that will be your moment. And I don't really feel like you will do this on a stage, like a performance. I feel like it will be on spot. Meaning you could be out and you could be doing something, whatever, and then something happens where you tap into your magic and you will perform a miracle in front of people's eyes. And people are gonna look at you like, how the fuck did you manage doing that? Like I said, if you were in the 1800s, you would be born at a stake. You would be called a witch. You would be like held and burnt at a stake, burnt alive. Because I feel like the energy that we have here is magic. And the funny thing about this, that it's not magic. It's just who we are. We just haven't tapped into that yet. Obviously, a lot of us did. A lot of people that you call psychics nowadays, you call mediums nowadays, are just normal people with the practice of the ability that they have. That's it. Every person can be a psychic. Every person can be a medium. You just don't want to know that. You just don't want to do that. You just don't want to have that power. Because it's scary sometimes to be powerful. It can be scary to yourself more than it scares others. So, I feel like you're not one of those that are scared. You're one of those that keeps to yourself. You don't really need to prove anything to people. But there will be something that happens in public that will catch people's eyes. And you will have to kind of be in the moment. Maybe you even forget that you are in public. And you do something. And people will be like, how did she do that? How did he do that? You will get the... What do you call them? People will be gasping. Okay, people will be gasping. This can be like a literal performing a miracle. You could save a life or something of that sort. You could do something that could not make sense to people. And people will be like, oh, it's a miracle. And people could be like, thank God. Yeah, they're thanking you. You are the God. You are the God itself. And I know this can be triggering for some people to even understand what I mean by that. I'm not calling this person a God. I'm saying that we are all God. We are God experiencing its creation. That's it. If you know this, what's limiting you from performing something miraculous but your own self-limiting beliefs? I'll wait, you tell me. Yeah? No smart reason coming through? So, I feel like you will get a lot of attention after that event, I want to say. After that incident, maybe. You will have people that admire you and people that fear you, okay? They both admire you though. The ones that admire you and the ones that fear you both admire you. Because fear is just the lack of similarity. People fear what's different, okay? But the ones that have spiritual understanding will be in love with you. They'll be like, oh my God, can we be friends? Can we be friends? Can we get together on a full moon and do some manifesting? So I see new connections coming through from just being in this public moment where you show your miraculous self. And I say miracle, miracle. It's not really a miracle. It's just miracle in our day-to-day, because it's not very common for people to do something that is different than the usual, right? So it's unusual because it's unusual to the level of understanding of spirituality. But it's not very unusual, a lot of people do this in private. A lot of people do this in private groups or private clubs. And there are good and bad, use of it. But to the public, to the average kind of public view, this is very unusual, right? You must be a witch or a warlock or whatever people call you these days. But it's not very unusual. Humans have done this many, many times over. Obviously, history has been repeatedly manipulated and corrupted. So you will not see the right versions of history. But you can't really get rid of this magic that we possess as long as we live. As long as humans exist on Earth, you won't get rid of us. It will show over and over again. And you could say, thank God and thank you, this is a miracle from God. You can say whatever, but it doesn't matter who takes credit for it. But magic happens every day, right? And that's the most important part, okay? I feel like you are someone that is going to be recognized for your magic. And for those that thought that you are a trickster or that you are just a magician with tricks behind their sleeve or up their sleeve, they will no longer see it like that. Because you know shit that you're not supposed to know. You do shit that no one is supposed to do. And people will be like, okay, so you are not bullshitting then. Anything else? Yeah, it's just, I see you kind of shining with your magical self, I see that people will look at you baffled, surprised. There will be people that think that you are a demon of some kind, and there will be people that think that you are an angel. And these are both people that believe in the things where it makes them powerless. If people realize that the demons and the angels that they see in people both exist in them, then they will have a bit of control over themselves. But because they separate the entities that they see in people, they give their power away, separating them from their power. And this is something that you will understand, especially if you are on the same level of journey that I am on. And if you're not understanding this, well, you have a long way to go. And I hope that triggers something within you to do more research. And when I say research, I don't mean Google. Research within yourself. Because if you find anything to be true, or if you think that searching is a research done on Mr. Google, then you will most likely delude yourself into a world of misinformation in comparison to the world of your inner knowledge. Your choice, I guess. But hey, there's enough false information, but also correct information on Mr. Google that you can confuse yourself with at your own expense. But anyways, the ones that I know is what I'm trying to say. Okay? And I'm just saying, girl or boy, let your magic shine, because I see it shining in public, baby. Especially if you didn't mean for it to happen. And people are going to be like, a miracle. But you are the fucking miracle, is what they mean. That's it. See you later.